Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of VIVR, Visually Impaired Virtual Reality. And you may notice I sound a little bit different today with a little bit of an echo, and that is because I am coming to you live from my virtual reality room. Yes, that's right, I have a virtual reality room. Technically it's my living room, but I designated it the VR room. It's about 3 by 2 meters, it's fairly large, there's not a whole lot in it, and that is on purpose. And the reason I'm coming to you from this room today is because I wanted to give you as fresh commentary as I could possibly manage about raw data. So today's episode will be about raw data. This game is probably the closest thing to a AAA title we have on the Vive right now. It has multiplayer, it's even got PvP as of a recent update. I believe it's still in beta though, so don't quote me on that. The game is beautiful, the game is brushed up, the graphics are gorgeous, the multiplayer is well done, the character progression is solid and has depth. I love it. So at the time of this review, there are currently 3 characters available to play. There is a gun-wielding, kind of a traditional FPS shooter type character. There is a katana-wielding Jedi type character. And there is a shotgun-holding, grenade-tossing character. I heard rumors that a monk-type fist boxing kind of character was in the pipeline, but I haven't actually seen it yet. How do these characters work for the average VI player? Well, I can only tell you about my experience, but this is what I've learned. The gun-wielding character, while I'm sure he's a fine character, he is probably the character that I have the most amount of trouble with. I just can't see the enemies from far enough away. You're supposed to see them and shoot them before they get close, and once they're close, it's already too late. And the problem with me is I'm not able to see the enemies or shoot them accurately until they are already too close. So I would not recommend that character for a VI player. That said, the other 2 characters are both doable, I believe. My personal favorite is the katana-wielding Jedi-type character because not only does she do great damage from close up, she can also throw her katana and it is easy for us to see. So when she throws it, it's glowing and spinning, and I think they must have just revamped the graphics again because it looks even better than it did before. With this character, it is encouraged that you get close to your enemies and attack from close up, and flying enemies and things you wouldn't be able to reach with a katana, you can throw, and it can actually see what you're throwing and where it's going, and it comes back to you like some sort of awesome lightsaber boomerang. So definitely my favorite, and dare I say the most VI-friendly character in the game. The third character is a shotgun-wielding, grenade-throwing type dude. He looks a little bit like Morpheus from The Matrix. Basically, he has a shotgun, which you have to cock before you shoot. So it's basically the old click, click, boom kind of character. You don't have to be super close range. I would say he is a mid-range character. His gun also shoots exploding grenades, which is really cool. For me, it was a little harder to see, but not by much. So I think if your vision is similar to mine, or maybe better than mine, then this character is also probably a really viable option for you. Now on the larger maps, for me, probably around stage 4, that's the first time I started to feel that being a VI player was a little bit of a detriment in the game. The large stages require you to kind of have an awareness of things happening all over the place, over a relatively large game space, and for me it was a little bit difficult to keep track. Personally, I played this stage with a friend and I played it single player. With a friend, I do believe with enough practice we could probably work it out, but it was the first time that I did feel like I was, gosh, for lack of a better way to put it, I guess a bit of a burden on my team because I just wasn't able to keep up as well as I would have liked, and things are happening far away and I wasn't great at remembering the terrain. That could just be a personal issue of mine, but that was the first time I really felt like I had an issue that might have been related to my vision. Maybe I'm a terrible player, or maybe it's related to being visually impaired. I can't say for certain. My gut tells me maybe if I could see as well as the people I was playing with, that I would be able to contribute a bit more. So that may or may not be an issue for you. But that said, it's still an amazing game. From stages 1 to 4, I played several hours and had loads of fun. And I do believe that with friends and practice, I can beat level 4 and unlock a bunch of stuff. And I still don't think that's a good enough reason to not purchase the game, though it may give some people pause. So, the verdict. Well, this is a tough one. The game is obviously one of the highest quality games out for the Vive today. It is always being developed. They're adding new elements all the time, like PvP is coming. It looks gorgeous. It is everything I wanted from a VR game. Do I recommend it? Yes, cautiously. If you are okay with the katana wielding character or shotgun character, definitely go for it. However, it is possible that you will encounter issues in the larger stages, like I did. If you're okay with that, or if you want to give it a try anyway, go for it. Now, I mentioned earlier that I've spent the longest amount of time in this game, and that said, I've spent most of that time in the first 4 stages. Now, there's a lot more stages after that. The first 4 were just so fun that I had no issue playing them over and over again with new people, with friends, in single player, demonstrating it for people who had never seen VR before. To me, I have no regrets. Raw Data was wonderful. I was happy to support it. It's still an awesome and fun game. Even if I am not able to beat it yet, that's not to say I won't be able to. But for VI players, the later levels can be a bit challenging. The maps are a bit large, enemies come from far away, and it's difficult to get a leg up on it if you're not able to see them and react instantly. If you still want to give it a try, definitely go for it. I recommend it. It's a wonderful game. I really can't say more than what I experienced, so your experience may be different, maybe better. Well, that wraps up another episode of VI VR. I hope you found it informative. I definitely enjoyed making it. If you have any specific questions or stuff you'd like to know, please send me an email at vivr@ddbluezero.com or check us out on Facebook at VIVR.